Alrighty, how's it going? Welcome back to some more trying to code D&D for stream chat. We're getting there. Slowly. Very, very slowly. Oh, that's the stream chat notification. There we go. God, I don't know why I've been getting flustered lately when I start a stream. I don't know. Anyway, what are we up to? So, I've been working on it in between sessions, as always. And we're up to the Cause Fear spell. We're getting there. How far are we through the spells? 16.86. Not bad. So yeah, Cause Fear. That's the next one. Let's do that. So, yeah. No, do I want to give any more? I'm such a good streamer. Do I want to give any more explanation before we get into it? No, fuck it. Who cares? Let's go. Shouldn't swear that close to the intro. Either way. You awaken a sense of mortality in one creature you see within range. A construct or an undead is immune to this effect. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened until the spell ends. Alright, so... Okay, and then the target can get out of frightened that way. Higher levels, you can just target more creatures. Alright. Oop. Goddamn, I just sent Grandma a text and she's like, yeah, we're turning the internet off at 6. I'm like, what? Why are we turning the internet off? God damn. That's literally in 10 minutes. Well, we might not be streaming for very long. Let's see how far we can get through this then. Back into the level 1 spells. We're creating... Are we going to the right amount? It's 10. 10. Okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, I thought that was less for one reason. Alright. It's called Cause Fear, is it not? Yes, it is. Alright, good. Gotta remember the name. Cause Fear. I thought I wrote Cause Feet then. It's going to be another submission for the spell names with spells with one letter changed. Like casting a 9th level fish spell. You know, that's a classic. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. We have until 8:30, not 6. God. She scared me with that one. Jeez, 6 is literally like 5 minutes from now. It's 5:54. Alright. So, Cause Fear is essentially just going to be a roll and then an effect. So it's going to do a wisdom save, and then it's going to get or it's going to become frightened. Which is quite simple. So, let's code that real quick. What is a roll? Which one of these makes a saving throw? Bane. Yeah. Alright, let's just copy all of Bane. All of Bane. Bam. Alright, and then this, we need to rename. What are we calling again? Cause Fear. Cause Feet. That's Cause Fear. Feet. I'm good on it. And... Nope. Cause Fear. Alright, got it. We'll copy over the description. Is the general way that we've been doing it, I'm pretty sure. Be cool if, I mean, I'm not going to change it now. There are definitely ways that I could do this better, but oh well, too late. I've already done too many spells. I'm in too deep. Because I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep. You know the one. Oh, I pressed insert, not delete. Insert in text editors almost... it doesn't normally make it like the replace key one. It doesn't do that. Well, it doesn't do that anymore, and it's kind of annoying for when I do want it to do that, because now I don't know how. I don't know. Okay, either way. Cause fear. Yes, it is going to try and get just the lowest spell slot. And it's going to make a wisdom save, I believe. The target is going to make a wisdom save. Correct? Yes. Or become frightened. And there's no damage. Good. Alright. Cause fear is a concentration. It is. Concentration up to 1 minute. Alright. So those two lines are going to remain the same. I believe. Yes. More or less. We just need to switch out this effect for a condition effect, which is going to last 10 rounds. And it is going to be... frightened? Ah, yes, good. My god, my brain is great. Never mind, my brain's great. Alright, that's going to suffer the frightened condition. So, that was very simple for the cause fear. Also... it's going to be also target dot buff on the... this doesn't really matter. We'll make them both do the same animation. We'll come back and make the animations and effects better one day. For now, we are really just worried about the effects. Alright, so. It is going to give it a negative score if it's already concentrating on something else. Good, which means we won't do this spell. Yeah, it's going to try to get the lowest spell slot, and it's just going to score it at a 5, I guess. Yeah. We don't really know what we want to score that at yet, so... good enough. I'm happy with that. So, the problem is, we have no implementation for the fear or frightened condition. I don't believe. So, if we look at the character... conditions... frightened. We haven't implemented frightened. So what does that actually do? Over here. There. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of fear is in sight. And the creature can't willingly move closer. Alright, so basically just some disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls. Easy. Sorry, I was just looking at this one here going, what the hell? Never mind, it's very specific to the ranged and melee on that one. So, never mind. We are going to copy this one though. Whoop. So when the frightened condition gets added... I'll just leave that there for now, I don't know where I actually want that. It's going to get disadvantage on attack rolls and checks was the other one. Check rolls. Actually no. That wasn't it at all. It was this. I remember how to use my own code. Shut up. Ah, that's not how you do that. But alright. So we all good. So if it's frightened, you have disadvantage on attacks and disadvantage on check. Easy. And then we just need to undo that when we remove the condition. I just had the thought that I kind of don't like this in here. What if we were to move that into the condition effect? Yeah, I kind of want to move it into here. Somehow. God. So I'm guessing you could have multiple sources of fear, right? Or I guess something like fear, you know what I mean? Is that never equals null here? If it doesn't have the condition, then on enable it's going to do these things. Character dot. Alright, we got this. Mostly. Alright, I took the remove condition there, by the way. So I need to straight up move that. Whoops. Got remove condition type. Okay, I think I've got it. Hang on, I need to actually... Alright. Okay, give me the add condition one here. Okay, we need character dot again. Yeah. And this is condition type. God, I'm a good coder. We'll do the character dots first. I've got that in my clipboard. Alright. Now we can take that one. Alright, so. On add the condition type, it looks to see what condition type we're adding. It adds the advantages and disadvantages and all those effects up to the ones we haven't actually implemented yet. And then it does the opposite when it removes it. And that is that. I think that's it, yeah. So all we actually need is has condition. And we can just get rid of that too. We can put that in here. Actually, come back. It was just a contains, never mind, go away. If character dot conditions just contains. There. Replaced it. If it doesn't contain it, then add it. Beautiful. Alright, problem solved. We moved it into conditions. Few... I don't know, it just makes sense. It makes sense to be in there. Anyway. Didn't really change anything besides where the code exists. And that's in a better spot. Alright, so the target's getting the fear effect. And the user is the one that has control on it. Or that has concentration on it. And that is... disadvantage on attacks and disadvantage on checks, and then it needs to be the opposite on the other one. There. It always adds... it selects too much when you do that. Always forget. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. So, that's the cause fear effect. I think that is... I think that's done. I have to make a wisdom save. If it fails the save, then it gets that. I'm gonna not do that. Boop. Alright, cool. One more spell done. Ah! Right, I changed this. Okay, target dot... there we go. Conditions dot contains. Fine. We keep it for now. I don't like that it's user.enemy.conditions.contains. I don't... Alright, because I can just do target. Alright, it's not down here. Never mind, it does have to be that. My bad. Alright, all good. Screw it. We go with it. It was only that one that was mad at me, right? The vicious mockery? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Alright, cool. Well, next one done. D&D, spells, first level. Cause fear, beautiful. Is the first level one actually going in... No, it's not. Why does it never go in bloody alphabetical order? It really should, and I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know. Hang on, let me Google that. Let me do Google. Unity. What would it be called? Create asset menu. Asset. menu order. I think, is that the right attribute? Yeah, it is. Like, how do you make that menu just be in the right... alphabetical order? So it's just not an option. Nice. That was 2 years ago. 4 years ago? You cannot directly set. Yeah, this is old ass answers, man. Yeah, like I know you could do that, but it doesn't work the way I've done it. Oh, what? Oh, so if I just set them to order 0, they all should work? Or order, we'll just say order 1. Does that work? Hang on, let's do that. I would really love if this works. Also, I kind of hate it when AI gives me a correct answer. So, if it doesn't work, fuck you, AI. I really don't know how I feel about AI. I really don't. It's a mystery. No one will ever know, because I have no idea. Well, luckily we don't have, you know, a billion things to do. I still have so many more. All the effects won't be that. It's items, spells. We done the first level spells. Okay, now we need to do all the cantrips. Woo! I wonder how many scripts I have open currently. Nope, that one. See, I would have thought it would have just automatically, they would have just been order 0. You know? Order 66. Just fucking kill them all. Kill them all. Fun. Ugh. My pinky's starting to hurt from Control V and Control S. Oh, there. No, no, no. There. Fourth time's the charm, I think that one was. I'm pretty talented. I'm also so goddamn tired today. I've already had 2 coffees and I still feel sleepy. It's alright, we'll make it. As long as we can get a little bit done, I'll be happy. I didn't really have to go live, but, you know, I prefer to be. Makes me feel slightly more productive, like I'm not doing nothing. One more. Word of Radiance. Okay. I think that was it. I also didn't check how many scripts I had open, but oh well. There we go. We made it. Back to the start. Alright, did that work? Did that actually do anything? I'm curious. Nope. What do you know? AI lied to us. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Well, okay, never mind. That sucks, but okay. Yeah. Yep, I think it just lied to me. I tried that, it didn't work. God damn. Either that or it just already thinks that they're in alphabetical order and it's just on drugs. I was gonna say, is it using like the second letter or something? No. I don't know what it wants from me, man. Fine, alphabetical order isn't a thing that we can do. Never mind. Where are we up to? I give up. Eh. So, we done cause fear. Beautiful. We done caused that fear. I'm pretty sure. So, we need new ones. Chaos Bolt, all the way down to Color Spray. Sick. You. Chaos Bolt, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray. Oh, shit, no, we did forget one thing. Yeah, no, sorry. Back to cause fear. The target's fear effect, at the end of each of its turns, it can roll to get out of it. So, we need to figure out how to add that. So curious. Health can go away for a second. So we need to add a D&D action to the end of turn. An end of turn action. So this is going to become an I enumerator. It's going to get mad at us for a second, but I need to go up to end of turn. We're going to yield return it. And then we want to say end of turn actions. Could we just simply do action of type I enumerator? Is that a thing? On end of turn, action I enumerator? I know it ends an I enumerator. We need to turn that to a func to out an I enumerator, right? End of turn actions. So we could do end on end of turn actions question mark dot invoke yield return that. Hey, we should be able to do that. So this is going to return an I enumerator, which means we can add actions to that through the cause fear. So at the end of every turn, we're going to add another I enumerator down here. I enumerator, which is going to be we're going to call it roll at end of turn. Sure. We may need to make this more generic one day. But I think for this it makes sense. Alright, so it's going to repeat the saving throw. Whoop. Okay, which is going to take in both of those. Okay, never mind. We're going to make this just like I thought before. A D&D action. Yeah. Which is functionally the same. Oh wait, no, that's just, it doesn't have the right function. right? Maybe? No? Hang on. No, it needs this and enemy. Ah, there we go. Never mind. I'm smart. I know how to code. Alright. So a little bit of bloody skin hanging off the corner of my mouth. So I can repeat the save. This never gets used, so we're going to say target on end of turn actions. We want to add this one to it, I believe. Yeah. But we also need to minus this on end and add. So I think we need to add this, that roll specifically, it needs to be added to the effect, not the spell. If that makes sense. So, on the condition effect, maybe not even on this. How would we do this? We could say at the bottom here, public D&D action, end of turn action. So any spell could, any effect could have an end of turn action to dispel it, essentially. And then when we create the effect, we could say end of spell action equals that. That didn't need to be that. So, yeah, that means that every time it gets added, I'm going to say character.enemy. I'm going to move a couple of things into the into the base. And then we're going to call that this. Alright, yeah. So the things that happen on every effect, I want to move into there. Into there. Such as the sounds and the visual effects. And the linked effect. Actually, yeah, this should probably go up the top. Just wondering if it should do this first or last. Probably last. I'm going to say last. So down here we'll just say base dot on effect add. Like that. And then that's going to be for this condition, but we're going to have to replace that for all of them. But first I'm going to do this. So that one going to be in here. Itchy leg, hang on. Ugh. The linked effect. And then I also want to remove this. On remove minus the action. So that was the main thing that I wanted to add here. The action to remove the effect has to be removed when the effect is as well. You don't have to keep trying to remove it, because you're done. But yeah. Okay. Still bloody phlegmy from just being sick forever ago at this point. On remove effect, we need to add the, hang on, base dot. On effect remove, character. Add that, remove all that. It is good to be able to do. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I think too far ahead for a second. Keep that, on to the next one. That one. Beautiful. Sorry, just thinking, like, when, with actions... Screw it. It's fine. We'll continue as we have been doing. But also here, if all it does is call the base, we don't need to do it at all, do we? Pretty sure Also, this should be in the base. Yeah, I think we can just remove that. Yeah. God, you can tell I really don't know what I'm doing, hey? So this, now that it's in the base, we can just remove it. Remove that whole thing, we don't need to override it at all. Makes it a little bit simpler. So, condition effect, do the same thing. It's only things that do special shit on the end of turn that we actually need to worry about that. Which makes it a little bit easier. Nice. Alright. You don't do anything special on the end of turn, go away. Visual effects. You don't do anything. You just want to be called base. I always type 4 letters and then do the autocorrect. Or like, but with character, it just goes char. And then it thinks it stops. Never mind. I don't need to explain that. It's just an annoying little thing. Gets me every time. Alright, so all of that can be removed. Once again, removing a lot of reusable, reused code. It's nice when we get to do that. It's kind of dumb that it exists in the first place, but you know, it's nice that we get to do it. Bleh. Good typing. Oh, also, shit. Did I miss that on the last one? I did. No, I didn't. I'm a genius. Okay, so yeah, modify armor class. All it does is add armor class and minus the armor class. Beautiful. Anything else we can just add extra properties to an effect now, and it'll automatically do it on all of them. Well, that's not how you do that. I'm really bad at typing today. It's not going great for me. Nice. Remove, remove, remove. Beautiful. Next one. At least we don't have too many effects that we have to worry about doing this with. So now that I think about it, we should... No, I think spells are pretty specific. Yeah. No, I think spells and everything else, I think they're too specific. This will make it... We'll make it a bit more generic. Why don't you give me that override in this function? Gross. And that. And that. Remove that. Beautiful. Nearly there. 4 more, I think. And then I'll quickly just once over them. Because I always doubt what I've achieved. I am not confident in my own coding abilities. As much as oh. Okay, so this one just adds a function that only exists within here. So the on-remove does nothing. Never mind. Alright, we can delete both of these functions. Boop. So it's only this one that matters. Base. I keep adding a space. On, effect, add. Beautiful. I feel like I should be moving quicker, but I doubt. I don't want to make random stupid mistakes, you know? That. I also forgot to remove this. Change that to that and that. Rage. I've referenced that every time I've looked at the rage function, and it's a reference no one gets. And I'm not going to explain it again. So the rage function, the rage effect, as I've set it up now, I don't actually have to add it as a unique effect. I could just chain together these effects. But it's cleaner in here. It's cleaner in here. But we have implemented linked effects now, which are very handy for things exactly like that. But Rage does enough things that we would have to create 1, 2, 3... Oh no. I think a resistance effect can do multiple resistances. So we would do one effect... Another effect for damage bonuses. 2 effects for these. And then another one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effects. Yeah, no, we're just going to keep it as 1. It's cleaner. It's cleaner. It's just a cool thing that we can do, though. And then a shillelagh. Last one. Also, I'm sorry to say, but if the 2 people that are allegedly watching me are hoping to see some testing, currently it's not really happening. I can show you if you're there and actually want to see it. But not a lot happens to the, not a lot of actual testing going on at the moment. We're doing a whole lot of coding, which can get a little bit boring. I apologize, but yeah, it's a bit boring sometimes. But alright, that should be all those effects modified. Wonderful. Suppose that makes it a little bit cleaner. But alright, I think that's going to work. So the main reason we had to do that is because normally when you create, when we've been adding actions to one of these function hooks up here, or one of these delegates or events or actions or whatever, normally they get deleted with the object. This specific effect of fear, the function we have to add to it is a part of the cause fear effect, which never gets the cause fear spell. This function will never be destroyed. So even when the effect is ended, it would essentially making it continue to keep rolling. So I had to add it through the condition so that when the condition dies, it dies, or that just for redundancy, the condition spell also Wait, didn't I add a redundancy where it gets removed? Oh yeah, I did in the effect. So if it has an effect here, then it will try and remove it when the effect gets removed. So that should, I mean, it's better for memory, but that should be fine. But we won't know because we can't test it. Whoa. Okay, did I actually tick Cause Fear off already? I did. Well, I lied at the time, but I think now we are actually done. At the end of each of its turns, it can roll... Oh, it's not actually dispelling it. God damn it. So we should check to see if it makes the roll. So once again, we're not done. So it's going to make a roll, put it on the screen. If it makes the roll, which is going to be roll result total is going to be more than or equal to the spell save, right? It's make it or makes it, meets it, beats it when it comes to spell save, I believe. Then we can remove the effect. Which is the frightened condition. Actually, I had this set up better before to remove the frightened condition. Hang on, question. Can you be feared? D&D, can you have multiple sources of fear? Shit. Okay, so it needs to specifically dispel this effect on the end of turn. Hang on, sorry, thinking. This... This roll at end of turn. We add it to the condition effect. We add it in here, which it doesn't like because it doesn't know what an enumerator is. Enumerator. There we go, you happy now? Good. So we add that in here. This... I've done this wrong. It has to break this effect. Yeah, okay. So when it adds a condition, it checks to see if it doesn't already have it. No, that doesn't matter. We're not going to check that. We're going to do it a different way where you can just add it. We can have multiple copies of the same one. So basically, it can be feared twice. Advantages don't stack. When it goes minus minus, it can be -10, and it's not going to make it roll 10 times. It's just, yeah, disadvantage is disadvantage, advantage is advantage. So that's fine, that doesn't stack. Anytime it adds a condition, it's automatically just going to add that condition type to a list of conditions. When it removes, it's going to do the opposite. And that way it can have multiple instances of fear, it can have multiple instances of blinded. It doesn't make a difference, but you remove one and the other still exists. Now, so you don't just break fear on one and then you just never feared again. You have to resist each one individually. Overcome each one individually. I think that works. So, and then what am I missing here? Ah. The can roll at end of turn. Maybe I should have kept that out of here, out of there. I think I'm going to put that one in the effect here. As like a protected thing. Or maybe a public one. Oh, it also doesn't have D&D utils, which makes that happy. Make that protected. I'm going to add another bool. Can roll at end of turn. That wouldn't be incorrect. Whoops. It is on most condition effects. Can we make it so that this removes the effect that it's attached to? Just not sure how I want to make this work. I think I had it right before. There's just going to be multiple things that have that effect. I think I want to say it's like a public static enumerator, so that we can essentially just say, if we're looking for it, effect dot roll end of turn. But then the problem becomes, hey, we can remove that. How do we make this function dispel the instance that we have? We'd have to pass an effect into it. Okay, we wouldn't have a character and a target. We would have a character that's trying to roll, and then an effect it's trying to remove. I believe that would be more or less how it works. No. Oh, I'm doing X. God damn it. Yeah, no, I think I was right before. This needs to be, because it's a specific because it's a specific role. I think it needs to be in here. I think that's, yeah. Just remove that. Have it in here. Remove the dot. But it does mean when it rolls to end, it's going to end one instance of fear. Essentially. If it makes it, it's going to look for a condition of fear. It's going to say if target dot conditions contains the frightening condition, and then remove it. Or remove one. No, it needs to say has an effect. My bad. The effect of a condition. You have a set name function. Love that I've done it like that. Fuck it. You know, it's hard-coded. You can just do enum.getNames, but alright, never mind. I must have been tired when I did that. We'll go with it. So if it has an effect of I mean, I guess we just I guess we just copy frightened. There's gotta be a better way to do that. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. Yeah, no, never mind. Alright. Hang on. We want to actually try get effect frightened out effect, and then we want to remove it. Why are you mad? Oh, that's meant to all be in an if. Whoops. Alright, there we go. It shouldn't even be an if. We'll just say the, yeah. No, it... Yeah. We'll assume. Alright, I think that works. I overthought that for a while there, but I do think that works. God. Sometimes it just takes a minute, you know? Game development is a pain in the ass. Alright. So where were we up to? We wanted Chaos Bolt. Oh, jeez. You hurl a undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack's damage type, as shown below. Okay. If you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from your hand to a different creature within choice. Okay, so that... I mean, that's pretty sick, but we also don't have multiple creatures yet. So we won't be able to implement this completely. It is pretty sick, though. Fun. This is actually going to be an interesting implementation of a spell. So, level 1, Chaos Bolt, hey? Chaos Bolt. Fun. Interesting. Different. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I left a Billy for myself. I didn't realize. I didn't know. I didn't know! Ugh. I'll have this and then we'll do some Chaos Bolt action. So we have until 8:30. We've still got another hour and a half. I wonder if Swag and or Nick are gonna manage to drop in that time. I have a feeling that one of the viewers might just be Swag, who just seen that I was live, clicked on it, and then walked away because he needed to do other shit. And just left it playing in the background. He's done that a few times. He's a supportive fan. Calling him a fan feels weird. Also, calling him a friend feels too familiar, so I don't actually know. It's funny when you have a small community, because I feel like there is like a... Like, as a small community, what's the difference between like just hanging out with like a group of friends that you only know online and streaming to those group of friends? You know what I mean? Like at a certain... It's at a certain size, I feel like you become less familiar with the people that join. And then it's harder to call them friends, and you more have to go with the word fan. I don't know. At least like online friends. Alrighty. So, Chaos... Chaos Bolt, eh? Fun. I love it when something's interesting. So this one, Chaos Bolt. So it's a ranged attack. Ranged spell attack. On hit, do damage. Easy. Which is going to be... What would have a similar one? Burning Hands is a spell save. Jesus. I don't think I've made any spell attacks. Harms of Hater? Yeah, no, alright. Jeez. I need more to drink. I think this is our first actual spell attack. Like, that isn't a cantrip. So we're gonna have to steal this from cantrip and then modify it. Yeah. Also, hang on, I'm doubting something for a second. If I go into my first level, the last one we just did, Cause Fear, I didn't set it properly, see? We need to set it to level 1. Cause Fear, what spell list are that a part of? That's the wrong one. Cause Fear. Cause Fear? Cause Fear. I need to know who can cast it. Don't you love it when you forget to do things? Alright, Warlock Wizard, lovely. Warlocks and Wizards. God. Sorry, I was just remembering how much we kicked ass in our last session. We'll make it like 3rd level. We don't want to cause fear at too high of a level. Alright. Back to Chaos Bolt. So a spell attack. We're going to just steal it from Firebolt, I guess. It's kind of the same. Except completely different. And not a cantrip. Alright. Why did you get mad? Oh, right. I'm an idiot. Also, I don't have to actually copy the other part. I can just do chaos. Smart. Alright, so a lot in this is about to change. This needs to not be that. It needs to be 1st level. I'm just going to copy it because I always forget how I typed it. That. It is an attack roll, ranged, beautiful. We just need to change it a little bit by Yeah, fuck it. We'll just add it ourselves. Chaos Bob. If... Fuck, I'm forgetting the immediate... Try get highest spell slot. It does more damage on higher spell slots, right? Yeah, more damage. Okay, yeah, no, it also takes the D8 damage. Okay, got it. Alright, so try get highest spell slot. Which is going to be the user. Bull, it's going to use the spell slot here, and it's going to out int the spell slot it uses. Beautiful. Now that all goes in here. I know what I'm doing. See? Alright, I want to copy over the description real quick. The description's a bit of a pain in the ass. Sure. Actually, no, I'm going to copy it over in 2 parts. You first. And the next bit. Next 3 bits. Doop, doop. Yeah, we did really well in our last D&D session. We're at a point in the campaign where our DM is just actively trying to kill us. It is both really fun and really terrifying. He's a lot better at playing D&D than I am, so it's scary. I think we're going pretty fucking good though. I think he actually called me yesterday and was saying, "God damn, yous made it so much further yesterday than yous were meant to, or than I thought yous ever would. Like, I thought yous were fucked, and yous actually managed to pull it out pretty fucking impressively. Pretty fucking impressively. We're damn good we are." I'd explain it, but no one cares. I do have like a journal that I write with my notes for every session. I need to put like in a channel in the Discord or something like that. You know? One day maybe. Alright, we need to figure it all out. So, make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 damage plus 6. Alright, so the damage die is going to be 2d8 damage. No, it's going to be d8s. 2 of them. Can we say damage type equals... Huh, we don't know yet. We can just say fire. Because after we'll set it. We'll set it at the end. Yeah. So we're going to add another damage dice as well. Which is going to be a new damage dice. With a max roll of 6. And we also don't know the damage type yet. So we're just going to say fire again. Alright. Give me a second. I gotta think about this. Alright, so one... We need to create this table. Number 1. And then I think we use the first damage die. Oh, also we need to calculate the extra die here. That's what I was forgetting from before. Not the cause sphere, we'll use catapult. Oh yeah, right. And in this case, extra die just equals spell level. Roll damage, it needs to know the spell level. Ah. I was going to say, how was it doing it before? Right, it was also trying to do this and then not using the spell level here. Got it. I'm so smart. I'm so goddamn smart. And then it just doesn't do any of that. Boop. Int score equals -1. If it can't get a spell slot, or if it can get a spell slot, then it's gonna do this. Okay, yep. Is that not? Are you not happy with that? What are we doing? Oh, we didn't give it the right. It needs the spell level. There. Like that. Beautiful. Oh, and then the extra dice go here, correct? On the Chaos Bolt. When you cast this level using 2nd level or higher, each target takes an extra 1d6. Correct. So it goes to here. Tiny little fucking bugs. I cleaned my van today and these tiny little flies that still just exist everywhere. I can't get rid of them. Everywhere. Ah. Okay, and then the spell level goes in there. Beautiful. Alright, so. We're making a ranged spell attack. Dice roll against the armor class. Beautiful. And it's doing damage based on that. And the spell attack doesn't... Yeah, no, it's not like a half damage bullshit thing. It's just it hits or misses. Okay, so now we just need to do the damage type. That's what we need to figure out. So, we're going to go up here. Yeah. Chaos Bolt is going to have a... it's going to have a public... I feel like I just ate one of those bugs I was just talking about. It's highly possible. Alright. We want an enum, and it's going to be called Chaos Bolt Damage Table. It's going to be pretty specific. And we want to just copy over these. They're going to be very structured to begin with. Ah! I didn't expect it to delete so much. I don't trust the space that it puts in. Alright, beautiful. So, we need to figure out the damage type. And it's going to be based on one of these D8s. So I guess we just say... We just get the first one. I'm not going to like try and specify it too much, I don't think. I guess we could later return to this and make it so that it like chooses something that their enemy's vulnerable to. What? That'd be like a character race thing that, like, we don't have damage vulnerabilities yet. Really. I mean, we do. We have variables for it. We just, I don't know. Screw it. We won't do it now. For now, we just pick random. We pick random. So we say, damage. We need damage type. Damage type. Int. Okay, int damage type index, which is going to be equal to enum dot get names. Oh no, sorry, my bad. We'll say D&D utilities dot roll. Roll a d8. That basically is just a random number between 1 and 8. Or 0 and 7, then plus 1. But, yep. So the damage type then becomes... What was the enum called again? Chaos Bolt damage table. Wait. I just want to pick one of these based on the integer. Do I just literally... Oh, whoops. Do I literally just say damage type? And then cast that. Right. Right, I remember what I'm doing. Jesus. Oh, fuck, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. My brain, that's not the damage type. This doesn't need to be lit. Yeah, my bad. I'm an idiot. This needs to be an array of damage types. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Alright, so. It is a read-only damage type array. And then it's going to be damage type dot does that not work? What are the I think that is right. I'm committing. Not there. Okay, I was wrong. Oh, I didn't need to name. I did it. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. It's gonna be called damage table. I'm so smart. Remember that, everyone. Remember how smart I am. Alright. Damage table. Now we pick from the damage table. Based on a D8. We won't even do that. We will just chuck that here. And it's not based on a D8. It's based on damage dice 0. A damage dice dot rolls. Hang on, sorry. Oh, it hasn't rolled yet. Oh, shit. Okay, no, it's gotta roll all its damage first. And then we're gonna have to come down here and then figure out the damage type. So you're gonna have to make the roll first. Equals that. No, you do have to make the roll. Never mind. Okay. So we have the result. Rolls. We want the first roll. Because it should be this, right? Double checking. When it adds the damage dice, it just adds it to the list. Yes, good. So it's the first one in line that we want. Which would be a D8. Yeah, and we just want to know that. What it gets. And that'll be the damage type. Okay, good. Good. Now we need to change the damage type of everything in the roll. So we need to say, how do you set everything in a list to the same thing? C# set all array values in an array at once. There's gonna be a better way than that, right? Just loop over it and do that. I swear I've seen someone do it before, but... yeah. Just gonna quickly say 4 over all of the result dot damage types dot count, no, length. And we're just gonna say it equals whatever we just got. Like that. And then we return the result. I think that works. So we roll 2d8 and however many d6 plus whatever extra damage that you might have for a ranged attack. Should specifically be extra damage for a ranged spell attack, but... I don't give a shit. Ah, I didn't want to delete the character either. Alright, anyway. I think that works. I don't see why I wouldn't. Yeah, alright. Well, I think that's done. God damn it. I hate it when I actually just, like, finish them. I'm pretty sure that's done. We can't test them yet. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. But also the fact that if we were to test them all every single time, it would take some longer, I feel like. So, Chaos Bolt. I believe you're done. Spells, level 1. Chaos Bolt. Beautiful. Now, who can cast you? Probably like wizards, sorcerers, and warlocks? Never mind, just sorcerers. Got it. I knew that. I knew that. That was actually my second guess. Just sorcerers. Probably like 5th level, right? We don't want to cast it too high, but also it's pretty sick, so yeah. Alright. Done. Another spell probably done, maybe. Though, it can also leap to other targets, which is really sick. So I'm gonna say that we were able to implement it, but not entirely. So, and it's going to be because of no other targets. Let me go down and find that. Hang on, where is it? No secondary characters. There, beautiful. Next one, charm person. What do? You attempt to charm a humanoid. It makes a wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage if you're attacking it, so that's not great. It's charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you do anything harmful to it. What does the charmed condition do? Okay, so it can't attack the charmer. So, in a fight one-on-one, you could charm a target and then it wouldn't be able to attack you until you attacked it again. So it has a use. It has a use. But also, how do you actually implement that? As in, like, can't attack. Where do we do the can attack? For that, would we just say that it can't do its action? Like, it just can't do anything besides try and break the charm condition. Because in a roundabout way, all things are attacks. And differentiating between what's an attack and what isn't is going to be, I think, too complicated. Like, specifically allowing someone to buff themselves under the charmed condition, but not attack. That also doesn't make sense, right? Like, if someone had charmed you, you wouldn't also, like, be like, yeah, no, I'm your friend. I'm fully your friend, like sharpening your knife. Shing! Shing! It's like drawing your sword out. Yeah, we're friends. Shing! God damn. Yeah, so I think that just, we're gonna bypass all of that until turn end. If charmed. So we're just gonna say, if has effect charmed. Nope, we're not doing it that way. We're doing... We have can heal, can use spells. Concentration is on enemy. When is that used? Did I do that last time we had a spell that had... Yeah, I did. Good. God. See, this is what... We're gonna have so much to go back and do, like, testing-wise. I am an idiot. Also, what were we just doing? Can attack under the charmed condition. So we have can use spells, can concentrate, can heal. I'm gonna add another one here that is just gonna be can attack. Actually, no, can use actions. Can use actions, can take actions. Yeah, can take actions. And then when we're down here, we're just gonna say if can take actions is more than or equal to 0, because it'll default to 0, then you're good to go. If not, then hold the fuck up. Hold up. Beautiful. So that works. And then when we do a charmed condition, where is that again? I have too many scripts. Condition effect. On the charmed condition, we're just going to say character dot can take actions equals false. Actually, plus plus there, and then minus minus on the other one, because it's not a bool. So that should work. That should stop it from doing its actions. The effect by default would... Oh, we haven't even started coding the spell yet. I've just jumped straight into coding the effect. Right. Good. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually code the spell, which is... What was it called again? Charm Person. Let's actually do that. I think we're good though. Shouldn't be too complicated. Charm Person. Cool, I spelled it right. It's hard to read when it's down there. Alright, so what is that? Wisdom saving and then an effect? Basically, right? Wisdom saving throw with advantage. Yeah, or effect. So, wisdom save or an effect. What is another one that had wisdom save or an effect? Bane. That one's a charisma save, though. Oh no, Cause Fear was just literally the same. Never mind. We'll do Cause Fear. Bam. Except that's going to be called Charm Person. Good, copy the description. This is all this is really going to be for ages. It's just slugging through the spells, slowly but surely. I mean, it's more fun when I actually have people in here that I can talk to, but all the boys have been out at the moment. They haven't been here. Fuckers, how dare they have lives outside of entertainment. I was going to just say entertaining me, but that sounded weird. I didn't like that even before I said it. But then I couldn't think of anything better to cover it up with, so... Never mind. You can target additional creatures. So, we want lower spell slot. Good. Da, 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 da. Good. Making sure that I did it right. I'm just, every time I doubt myself. It can be like that sometimes. Okay, so. Charm person. It's not going to be a roll at the end of each turn. Which means we don't need that. We're adding the charm effect to the target. And the concentration is going to be us. Yes? Good. Must make a wisdom save, as it does. Where was the... Yeah. Sorry. I got it confused with before, because a Bane is a charisma save. I thought that's what I copied. It wasn't. I copied Cause Fear. So. Never mind. Wisdom saving throw. We need to give it extra advantage on that roll. Added advantage equals false. Okay, fine. Added advantage equals true. I thought that I had that somewhere, I just wasn't sure where. I keep going to cover my mouth to... Don't make that gesture. I keep going to cover my mouth in order to clear my throat. Instead of muting the mic because I'm an idiot. Alright, so condition frightened instead of frightened, it's going to be charmed. We're adding the charmed effect to the target. Is there anything else we need to do? Oh, so it lasts for an hour. Jesus. How long's an hour in D&D? It's 10 rounds a minute. And then there's, so 10 times 60? 600 rounds? I mean, fuck it. I'll code it in there. Look, technically it will dispel itself after 600 rounds of combat. God damn it. It's so stupid, but alright. Also, we just want to say if user.enemy.has effect charmed, then return -1. They're already charmed, you don't do it again. He's already charmed. What are we missing? Ah, the dispellage. So it only gets dispelled. It gets dispelled when it takes damage. So in our take damage function, where'd that be at? Here, health. Not you. None of these damages. This one, take damage. It just dispels it, straight up dispels it, right? So does that this always gets called when it gets hit, right? Okay, yield return take damage is, that's just set damage. No, this doesn't get called if the attack misses. Okay. In here it does get called even if the attack misses, only as long as it takes half on save. Okay, got it. So this does only happen on damage. Good. Which means in the charm person effect, we can just say target on damage plus equals little lambda expression or whatever the fuck it's called, and we'll say target.remove effect. That's how that works, I believe. I've done that on a bunch of other shit, but I can't remember how or where. But yeah. So that effect automatically gets removed when it gets hit by something. I've probably already done this, but now I'm paranoid. So this is a concentration effect. When it removes that effect, it checks to see if it's concentration. Got it. Fuck, I'm smart. I've coded everything in 5. I saw the future. Never mind. Anyway. The score for charm person, I'm just going to set it to 5. I don't know how to charm things. I don't know how to set scores for things that are like so arbitrarily weird. Not arbitrarily weird, but like they just don't have like set. How do you compare that to like an action that does damage? You know what I mean? Like, how do you say one is objectively better than the other? That's essentially what a score is asking of me. And I don't know. So one day we'll just have to figure it out. Wait. Who can cast this? I'm guessing Bard. Artificers can't cast this for sure, right? Bards for sure can. Druid maybe. And then I'm going to say Sorcerer Wizard. Bard, Druid, Sorcerer, Wizard, Warlock. I knew Warlock could, but I thought it was going to be... What are you doing, Buffed? I thought it was going to be specific, specific packed Warlocks. You know the ones? You know how like different Warlocks get different spell sets? Alright, so... Bard, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Correct? Correct. Beautiful. And the max level we want to cast that at is probably like 3rd level, right? We don't want to upcast Charm Person too much. Really, probably set that like 2nd level, honestly. I've been pretty generous setting to the 3rd level all the time. There's no 1st level spells. Is there a situation where like a class like Artificer I mean, I guess like a class like Warlock. If Warlocks can cast it, then I kind of have to set max spell slot to 5th level. That's annoying. I guess I kind of have to. Because then Warlock would never cast this. Otherwise. So anything that's a Warlock spell has to be that high. That's actually really annoying. Now that I think about it. Burning Hands is just sick. You should be that high. You? Yep, already. Good. Bane? What are you? You're a Bard Cleric. Okay, got it. Good. Chaos Ball. Charm Person. Hellish Rebuke. 5th level. Good. Shield. And... Okay, good. 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 So I think that's it for that one. Alright, so Charm Person, also I'll say that we didn't quite get all of it because of no secondary characters. I think I can say the same thing about Cause Fear. I just want to check some of these. Yeah, because there's multiple creatures we could cast that on. So this should actually be orange. Catapult only hits one. Burning Hands. Burning Hands would technically hit multiple creatures too. Whoops. So I think I would say that as well. Because it could hit multiple creatures. Bless could hit multiple creatures, but the only ones that you're going to be able to see on your own team are going to be familiars or pets. They're not going to be other people. So, like, you're not going to be able to bless a summon. Which are, like, the only potential other characters that might end up existing down the line. Bane, I believe that's going to be the same. Burning Hands, Cause Fear. I think Bane is also going to be another one that we can... multiple people. And Arms of Hater. Yeah, all creatures. Up to 3, yep. So both of these can actually be... Bane and Arms of Hater. Both of those have the same problem. Good to know. Also, we hit 17%. Yay! Chromatic Orb. That's what we're up to. I want to chop up real quick. Real quick, like. Oh, God, I need to stretch anyway. We're getting there, slowly. We just need to get far enough through... At least, far enough through the spells, which is, I'm really just calling, like, all of the first level. Like, do we have to do all of the first level? How are we going on that, actually? Rhett's still on C, but, like, how many more... Really? Frankie, what are you doing? What up? What are you doing, you buffhead? Come over here. You're not staying on my lap. I'm busy. I'm busy. But yeah. Now, I want to try and get as many first level spells done as I can before we move on to doing the features. Because a lot of the features revolve around getting spells for a class. And I just want to be able to get first level. I just want to get that set up. We'll probably have to expand it for second level, but... As in, like, I'm pretty sure they're first level... Like, a first level wizard gets second level spell slots, correct? I almost guarantee it. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Not the warlock, the wizard! The wizard! We're gonna rock. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't get any second level spell slots. That's nice, actually. That's really nice for us. It sucks for anyone that's playing a first level wizard, but it's great for us. And I believe Warlock too, you don't get your Pact Magic until... Actually, I don't know when. 3rd level? Pact Moon, yeah. Oh no, you get Pact Magic straight up. I was gonna say, what else would you do? You get 1 spell. Oh my... Damn. Damn. That's rough. 1 spell slot as a first level Warlock. I never played a first level Warlock. I think I started at level 13. So you only ever get a maximum of 4. I'm level 18 now. Actually, no, I'm level 17 as a Warlock. I'm level 18 total, but I took 1 level of Bard. Because Eldritch Versatility and Ability Score Improvement, as well as Eldritch Master, weren't really that exciting. Oh, and 1 more Eldritch Invocation. I would have got that too. But that wasn't very exciting for me. I already have my 9th level Mystic Arcanum spell, which is True Polymorph. And god damn, that's the best spell in the game. That's come in clutch so many times for me. It's been great. We've been killing it. I turned... Literally the last thing that happened in the session was I turned the big bad guy that we were trying to fight into an axolotl. Again. I need to think of other... Siege actively got up me for continuing to turn things into axolotls. But they're so useful. Like... It's surprisingly the perfect animal of like... It's... You turn someone into an axolotl, they can survive in water, they can survive on land, mostly, as long as you keep them just a little bit damp. Or, like, and they're just useless. Like, they can't attack with anything, they're... What are, actually, hang on, yeah, what are... Just really low CR creatures? D&D monster list... by challenge rating. Okay, challenge level 0. We got Awakened Shrub. That actually sounds terrifying. Baboon, Badger, Bat, Cat, Commoner. A Crab. Crawling Claw. See, like, all of these sound way more dangerous than an axolotl. Like, an owl could just fly away. I don't know what the fuck a quipper is. A scorpion can sting. Like, that's scary. We don't want to turn the bad guy into a scorpion. We don't want him to be able to do any damage. But on the other end of the list, I can also turn people into cool shit. Where are we at down here? I can turn someone into a demi-lich. God. Actually, no, the adult gold dragon is the highest thing I've turned someone into. And I turned, that was one of our teammates. Who had been possessed by a robot. And I figured that the best way to make him not possessed by a robot was to turn him into something human. Or vaguely human. Made of flesh. He's a mannequin. God, that was good explanation. Also, I need to minimize this because I look down and see myself on camera and I'm so goddamn pale with when that white light's on. It doesn't do me in a good light, you know? Also, I need to get a haircut. It's getting a bit bad, isn't it? Looks like I'm wearing a helmet. My god. I feel like I'm getting so tired. But also, like, it's only 8 o'clock. I have a message. What is the message? Oh, that's right. We only have another half hour and Granny's gonna kick me off. I forgot about that. She's so mean. Always kicking me off the internet. Once every Thursday she does it, and it's very cruel every time. Even though she actively says that's the one time of the week that I need the internet. How rude. How rude. Nah, She gets on Skype. Well, I think they just use like Facebook video chat these days, since Skype no longer exists. But she gets on on Skype with all her sisters, all 15 of them. I'm kidding. There's only 3, but there was 5, like all up. There's 3 plus my grandma now. One of them passed. A household of 5 girls, though. Could you imagine? Crazy. We only have 2 girls in this one, and they're horrible. Okay. One of them's pretty good. One of them's alright. I can't throw my eldest little sister under the bus. She's alright. My little sister, she's a menace. She is an absolute menace to society and will harm your mental health. Just like it's like tick damage when you're around her. Like, you know how like paladins have like have an aura? She has an aura around her as well that just does active like psychic damage anytime you're near her. It's rough. It's rough. Also, fucking sick ass, I was gonna say Gundam fight, but almost kind of Gundam fight in our last session. That was pretty sick. I got to fight in the, what are the, kaiju fight, that's the word I'm thinking of. I got to fight in my big ass ship, my Illithid Dreadnought. That was fun. I finally got to actually fire its weapons, which are like all psychic weapons, with 1 infernal cannon. 2 psychic weapons, 1 infernal cannon. Like, I even got like legendary actions and shit like that though. It was so sick. It was so fun. I had so much fun. Though I had no idea like even how legendary actions worked before then. That was, so like anytime someone else does their action, I can just choose to do an action after them. Basically. Not as a person, but as my character. It was good fun. It was good fun. But it was, yeah, our ship versus a, giant construct. Basically, Optimus Prime. We were fighting Optimus Prime. Except he could fly. Like Optimus Prime sometimes can. But only at the end of the movie, you know? Like, he can't fly at the start. Because at the start of the movie, he has to get rid of those cool parts. He's not allowed to have the cool parts at the start of the movie, otherwise it'd just all be about Optimus Prime and his cool parts. You know? I remember being actively mad as a kid when... Do you remember at the end of... I think it's Transformers 2. He gets like combined with another old robot. And it's like him... He gets half his part. Like he gets all these parts. And it's just beefy Optimus Prime. I remember being mad when Transformers 3 came out and he wasn't beefy Optimus Prime. I was like, where's all the sick shit? Though they did give him like a trailer, didn't they? I think that's the only time he's had a trailer in Transformers 3. Why do I know so much about Transformers? I do really like Transformers. It's probably one of my favorite movies. Not because it's good, but just because I'm a very simple man who just, you know, big explosion, me, I love big explosion. Michael Bay, you know how to make a movie. Just mindless explosion. That's all we need. Giant robots fighting. That's great. I'm a simple man. Though some of them are pretty shit. What are you doing, Raki? No, you're not getting anything else. You want some bickies? I'll give you some bickies. Actually, I'm also gonna go do a wee real quick. So, real quick, get myself a drink. I'm gonna run out to do a wee, and then we're gonna code the next spell, whatever that is. Two seconds. Whee! Alright, I'm back. Cat has bickies. Kai has peed. One more Billy. I swear to God, last one. Racky, you need to chill out, buddy. You need to chill out. Doing backflips. Yeah, you're doing backflips. Why are you doing backflips? Come on, hop up then. Over into your spot. Here you go. Good boy. Now strike a pose for the camera. It's not a great pose, but you know, good job. I guess you tried. Chromatic orb. Chromatic orb, eh? I forget that I need to have a drink afterwards. It looks so ghostly with this screen. Chromatic orb. I need water. This shit's crazy. It's actually really nice. If it did make me cough so much every time. Must be skill issue. Alright. So what are we doing? Hurl a sphere. So you choose a random attack damage, basically. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. Alright. So ranged attack, do damage. Basically, no special effects. Nope. Attack, do damage. Got it. Chaos Bolt. You're coming with me. Boop. Alright, and we're gonna rename it Chromatic Orb. Chromatic Orb. Do all of that. We're gonna take this. I don't know how necessary it is to take the description, but I kind of like that it's there, you know? That way, because I'm not going to be able to Google it all the time. I mean, I am. I could just Google it every time, but also sometimes I'm going to just want to be like, what does this spell do? And then quickly just look at it, you know? You know? And now I can. And now I can. With the all new, something. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched daytime television. I used to watch a lot in school, because I was always suspended, so I watched a lot. I was such a good kid. My parents loved me. I wasn't that bad. I was good at home. I was an asshole at school, though. School fucking sucks. Okay. So make attack, do damage. Got it. You got it, baby. Alright, we need to simplify all of this. You... go away. Damage roll. You're good. You're gonna be spell low. Extra dice gonna go in here. We don't give a shit about any of this anymore. Actually, we're gonna take this. Hang on. Whoop. And then we're gonna get rid of all this. Bam. Coming back up, Raki. Come on. You need to stop walking around my feet because there's not enough room. But I need my lap. Yeah. Say hello to the camera. That's your chest. Don't just put your chest in. I need a better spot for that camera. I need like a... I need to get it higher. I can't get it higher. It's stuck on shit. Look, I'll work on it, alright? I'll work on it. Don't meow at me. Don't use language like that. I don't appreciate it. That was very rude. Also, I love you. How you doing, buddy? Alright, so when you cast this spell at second level or higher, 1d8 extra. So you are 2d8, 3d8 to begin with, and then you turn into 1d8 extra. Rack, I need my lap, buddy. You can't go up there. There's no room for you to sit. Every time you try, you fall down. And it's not even funny enough to... Ow, you're really stepping on my balls. You can't even, like, see it on stream either, so... It's not even funny enough. Alright, where are we at? Do you want, like, a shirt to lie on or something? Is that what you want? You want the shirt? That's all that's up there. It's just dirty clothes. Because I haven't cleaned up the place. God, you're a pest. Pest, I tell ya. Right, now we need to decide the damage based on a random set of things. You need to hop off that, buddy. You need to not be over there. It's not a good spot. Ugh. It's not a good spot for you. Okay. What am I doing? I'm trying to figure out what damages to cause. Yeah. What kinds of damage? So it's acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. So we're going to basically just copy the other one. Oh, look at that. We already did. What was it again? Acid, cold, fire. Lightning, poison, thunder. Lightning, poison, thunder. So no psychic. No force. Got it. Good. Damage table. Cat fur in my mouth. Thanks, Racky. Damage table, and I'm just going to say... D&D utilities, roll D... How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a D6. Sure, roll a D6. Alright, shit, yeah, done. Chromatic orb's done, Racky. I'm so smart. Chromatic orb. Bam, good job, Racky. Good job. I'm so proud of you. What was it, sorcerer, wizard? Oh, fuck, I'm smart, Racky. I'm so smart. Sorcerer, wizard. And that can be what? Yeah, we'll go 5th level. Upcast that shit to 5th level. Banger. Got it. Chromatic orb. Nailed it. Not a single thing we could have done better in that. That's green. Color spray. I was trying to think of a joke, but none of them really worked. And it's not as sexual as it could have been. I feel like this is like almost there, you know? Alright, a dazzling flash of light. Roll 6d10. And if that's more than the enemy's health, then they go blind. To the end of my next turn. Alright. Fuck, that's actually... complicated. Not because of that, but because of how do we score that? Color spray, hey? So it's similar to the sleep spell where you roll a bunch of dice, and if that, and then like it makes everyone go to sleep or go blind or whatever within that. If yeah, starting with the lowest health creature within range. So in this circumstance, because we don't have secondary creatures yet, we couldn't do. Yeah, so it's gonna have to be scored based on whether or not it's even able to make the person blind. Like even making enough yeah, if it's capable of it, you know what I mean? If it can roll enough die, if the person have too much health, then it might not work. All right, never mind. Sorry, I couldn't say any of that out loud, but I was thinking a lot there. Either way, this is essentially just a make a roll, get an effect, right? Ah, no, it's different. So we're gonna have to figure it out from the start. We will take something like Bless as the base of it, though. I'd say that's similar in some ways. Color Spray. Nope. 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 There we go. Alright, we'll get the thing. Get the ting. I didn't mean to save the web page. God damn, it's such a reflex to press Control S while coding. Trying to save the bloody web page with Control S. Please, do I have enough room? Please, sir. There we go. I remembered to mute the mic then. After accidentally almost just covering my mouth to clear my throat. I'm so smart. I'm learning. Why does the line break have to be right at the end of the line every time? You know? It's not fair. And my father will be hearing of this. Okay. I mean, I feel like I should also be, like, abiding by the line breaks, but... Why would I do that? Why would I make my own code readable? That's ridiculous. You're crazy. Anyway. We need to roll a bunch of fucking dice, eh? So... How many dice are we rolling? 6d10. Okay, give me Cause Fear. Not that one. Catapult. Give me this for the damage roll. It's not really going to be a damage roll, per se. It's going to be roll... blind die. Sure. Wait! I've got it. I've got it. I don't got it. Fuck it. I thought I had it for a second. So I was curious to know. So if you were to try and roll this. Okay, so my original idea that I had there when I thought I had it, was to say the way we would score it is we would roll the blinded die, or like how many die, I'm just going to call it roll die. Roll dice. So we would roll however many dice we would need. But we would, and then if that was enough to make the person go to sleep, then we would give a positive score. We would give and if it didn't make the character go to sleep, then it'd be a negative score, right? To see whether or not it was worth actually using this spell. But the thing about that is, if you were trying to cast it on the lowest spell slot, would you use increased spell slots? No, I'm just going to always choose the lowest. That's easier. It is easier. No, that idea does work. It checks out. So, we roll die. Roll die! Sorry. Roll an additional 2d10 for each slot above. So we're going to say extra dice count times 2. Wonderful. It's not going to do damage. So we'll just call it bludgeoning. Fine. Yeah, no, that's good. We're not adding extra damage to the roll. We're just creating something to roll a bunch of die. And they're D10. And we're starting with how many? I think 6 of them. Yep. So start with 6 D10. If there's extra dice, then it's going to be the spell level times 2. Which checks out. Trust my math. Trust me. Alright, so that will return. Go away, creepy song. Actually, no, we'll leave it. We'll let that return the dice roll. We'll let that return the dice roll. So, and then we'll say, if... nope, hang on, we want a... damage roll result. Roll result equals roll die. Alright, and then we're going to say if roll result dot total is more than... Is it health total or current hit points? Yeah, so if they only have like 2 hit points, then you can get them to sleep. Easy. Good. Okay, so if the roll result total is more than or equal to whatever the enemy's health points is, which you technically wouldn't know in D&D. Then the score equals 5. Actually, the score is going to be plus equal 5. And then I'm going to say, we have the max roll, don't we? If the maximum roll is of that, it's going to be plus equal 1. So if there is like a long shot of like, maybe if we rolled the perfect roll we could get it, then we'll get a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. But either way, that works for me. Alright, so. Concentration, no. Effect, yes. Internal effect, no. Wrong button. That. Okay, so this is going to last for how long? To the end of my next round. Got it. Good. I don't actually need that yet. What I do need is that make roll shizer I did before. Boop. Yeah. We don't care about the score though. We care about whether or not we hit it. Like that. Alright. And it's not going to be user, it's going to be target gets the effect. And the effect is going to be a blinded effect. So it's going to be a condition effect. The amount of rounds is going to be -1. Condition type blinded. Yeah. And it doesn't give a shit about any other things there. And then we need to allow the target to resist the effect. Oh no, it's going to end at the start of my next turn, right? Until the end of your next turn. Is blinded until the end of your next turn. Alright. So I'll say user dot end of next turn plus equals remove effect. Jesus Christ. Like that. So at the end of the turn, it's going to remove the effect. Which I'm pretty sure that works because... Oh no, I'm doubting the garbage collection again of that. Like, does that just call that at the end of the next turn? No, it doesn't. The end of next turn shit gets... Never mind. Never mind. So yeah, if we manage to do that, the roll result is more than the enemy health, then he goes blind. And then Korn starts playing, and you hear, I can see, I'm going blind. And it's a banger. But yeah, I think that's Color Spray done. I think. We never really know because I can't test it. And I need to stop mentioning that I can't test it. But it's fine because I can't test it. So we just assume it all does work. So as far as we're concerned, I've created like 50 spells and they all work. They all work. Color Spray, baby. How would you know if they didn't? You couldn't. Sorcerer and Wizard. Bard optional, so we're just going to say Sorcerer and Wizard. And we'll figure out expanded spell lists later. Later. Color Spray. Probably like 3rd level, right? You don't want to cast it too high. I get worried though when I set it less than 5. Because I don't want Warlocks to not be able to cast it. We may have to figure out a workaround for Warlocks where they just ignore... I don't know. Also, this isn't concentration. Nope. So, user.concentrating doesn't matter. Charm person is concentration. Okay. See what I mean about forgetting to mute the mic? I'm so very smart. But I think that's color spray done. It is slightly modified because there aren't secondary people. What else was the modification? That was really just it. We're getting there. We're nearly at 18%. Alright, but I think I am going to have to call it here for this stream because it is 8:30 and Granny is very likely to get up me soon for being on the internets. Cure Wounds is our next spell that we're up to. Cure Wounds and then Dissonant Whispers. Cure Wounds. Dissonant Whispers. Hang on, let's get all the things open. I want to see what all of them are. Divine Favor to Entangle. Plus False Life. All the way down to False Life. Frost Fingers. I forgot the alphabet, sorry. And then we're going to go Grease to Hunter's Mark, but we've already done Hellish Rebuke. So from Grease to Hunter's Mark. Ignoring the UA ones. And Hellish Rebuke. Really? I did Heroism? Okay, I think there's far more than I was expecting. There is a lot more than I expected. Fuck it, we'll keep going. Inflict Wounds, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Magnifier. Should I stop? There's not that many. There's not that many more. Okay, Ray of Sickness, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith. Sleep, the Tasha's 2. And then Thunderous Smite. There's too many. Okay, and then Witch Bolt to Zephyr Strike. And there we go. That's how many more first level spells we gotta do. Nearly there. Just a couple more. Starting with Cure Wounds. Oh, well, I'm gonna continue working on these. And, I might be back later. Depending on what happens. Actually, no, I'm gonna go cook myself some dinner. Thanks for reminding me, Raki. But anyway, thanks for dropping in. The 4 people that apparently did. Allegedly. I don't believe you unless you chat. But anyway, have a good one. See yous.